footprints. Step into my palace. Follow the abyss. Shadows call your name. You can't turn away. Scream my name. I'm your god in the dark. You're my prey. No light, no spark. Stay with me. Underworld in your head. You're mine forever. In the kingdom of the dead. Kingdom of the dead. Dead, 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 dead. Fall into the black. No way back.
Oh my God, it's 5 a.m., huh? You think this is a game? You think this is a joke? No. We got a game of Humba. Sock. Chaemiko versus Starbuck. Papito. Alright? And it's gonna be good. I tell you what. And for all you backseat gamers out there, yeah, that's right, I'm looking at you. Yeah, you buckle up, Buttercup. It's gonna be a good series. I didn't set my alarm at 4:30 a.m. for no reason. No, sir. We're gonna get straight into the action. Why don't you go on ahead and I'll see you at the stadium, huh?
Guys, what kind of a 2v2 are we dealing with here? Huh? Okay, are they ready? They're ready to go?
All right, well, let's check it out then, huh? Let's check it out. Let's check it out, huh? Let's check it out. What do we got going on the main stage? Starbuck Pato versus Sock Chaemiko. A match that's guaranteed to impress. And if that don't do it for you, I don't know what will, okay? Just, the exit's that way. Anyways, man, let's get hyped. We're going to get right into the vetoes. And stay tuned, too, because we've got Lawliet, Moon, Focus. We got all kinds of good stuff coming up, okay? So it's going to be a good morning. Well, depending on where you live. All right. Hey, good morning, guys. Good morning, all. Huh? It's a best of 3 here. It's a best of 3. And you know what else? It's good to be here with you guys, right? The map pool, ever steady, ever unchanging. Hillsbrad Creek, King and Country, Lost Temple, Shattered Exile, Twisted Meadows. And you know, I gotta be honest with you, man. Some of these maps pretty classic. And I don't think we have seen a single Lost Temple yet in the tournament. I'm trying to recall if we did or not, and I don't think so. Hillsbrad Creek seeming to be a favorite. That one has been played in every single matchup so far. I'm gonna show you this. Check this out real quick. Look at this. Look at this. Starbucks playing, and I've got my Starbuck mug. Whoop. Am I gonna get canceled if I show this? I don't know. Got my Starbuck mug, huh? You know what's funny is I don't think of Starbuck like the coffee company when I think of Starbucks. I think of Starbuck from Battlestar Galactica. You know what I mean? Does that make me a nerd? I don't know, maybe, man. Maybe. Let's go. Pato's logged in. I'm sure Starbuck well underway. King and Country is actually, speaking of the devil, we're gonna ban King and Country and Hillsbrad Creek right out of the gate, which A is amazing to me, and B, it really makes me scratch my head because Starbuck Pato might have something special planned for Lost Temple. Now, most people would be afraid to play versus Double Human, right? On Lost Temple. But maybe Starbuck Pato's logic is, hey man, let's just play 2 1 versus 1s. Which that map can play out that way, right? So maybe that's their plan. Hey man, yes, 2 versus 2 double expanding human sounds scary, but a 1 versus 1 versus 1 expanding human, maybe not so scary for these high aggressive players, right? It's Amir in the chat. Welcome, brother. Good to see you, man. You ready for some fine 2 versus 2s this morning, I hope. And Twisted Meadows showing that they really do want these macro maps. Starbuck and Pato, they want these macro maps, man. Wild. And there we go. All right. We're just waiting on Chaemiko to do their next veto here. You could try US West server here. Okay. Okay. And, and there they go. Shattered Exile. That means starting is going to be Lost Temple. And it'll be interesting to see what they've got planned for Lost Temple as the starting map. Starbuck ready, Sock ready, Pato ready. Option goes to Chaemiko. And there we go, and here we go. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And we got to get in here and make sure that we end up with game sound, guys. If the game is loading up. Oh no. I'm not going to have game sound for some reason. So, thank you, Waveling. Let's go ahead and go down here. And I think, let's see. What's the best way to fix that? What is the best way to fix that? That's the question. Because we've got to get this, we've got to get this system back up and running here. But for now, let's go ahead and do the layover if we can. And let's see. We'll even turn on, I think it's allied colors there. In the bottom right. In the bottom position, we've got none other than Sock. And in the right position, we have Chaemiko. And it'll be interesting to see because it's going to be Pato on the left spawning direct, and he's going keeper. And it looks like Pato already going for a full wall off. So they fully expect aggressive plays. And I like the early second burrow, grunt into headhunter, and it's TC. Holy cow. The balls on Starbuck, huh? The absolute balls on this madman. I'm gonna try and fix this. Oh, interesting. Well, it looks like you guys actually do have sound, huh? But I can't. Okay, I'm just the loser. Well, that's good to know, huh? We'll fix it for myself next game. All right, this is, you know, I hate watching Warcraft 3 with no sound. What can I say? But as long as you guys are taken care of, that's all that matters, right? I woke my ass up at 4 a.m. to cast these beautiful games here. Because you got to do whatever it takes, right? I didn't want this thing falling apart. We want all players and all teams to get a fair shot. And the forward Voodoo Lounge, also going to be interesting. Keeper of the Grove coming right in, and he knows it's Pal Rifle. And you have to remember, there's a chance that Starbuck Pato watched the Chaemiko Sock replays and knew that this strategy is coming. I love the 3-farm greed creep into the tech out of Chaemiko. I think this is going to be great, but if he doesn't see that it's a TC, this is going to be a problem. Everyone knows you get a level 3 TC, and you're going to have a bad time.
Player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, it must be... The headset must be bugging, right? And there's a chance that maybe I unplug my headset and plug it back in and it works, but what's weird is I'm getting audio from every other source. This is just one of those things that happens when you go to a dual PC setup. Looks like Chaemiko gonna fly under the radar here. And now Pato gonna find, tries for the last hit, does not succeed. Chaemiko just off of level 2 here. He's coming in at level 2.3, and a huge stomp by Starbuck. And now the Paladin gonna go down. He's probably not gonna TP, and there's enough for another stomp and another entangle. Starbuck and Pato coming out. They came to play. The Hunt's coming in as well. This rifle running for his life, gonna abandon ship here. Another rifle gonna fall. A nice hide here by Pato on the Hunt, and another entangle. And boom, boom, boom. Holy cow. Uh-oh, Starbuck lagging a little bit. Pato has to take the time out. And what an opener for Starbuck Pato.
Step into the stadium.
Holy cow. And it must have just been a spike. And we get the huge follow. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And oh my god, the blocks with Pato come in, and another rifle, and this is going to be very, very hard. Now, you got to remember, this is what this strategy is meant to do with Keeper, right? And I believe this was a huge misplay by Chaemiko and Sock, just as far as that went, right? It's okay that you try and creep middle, but if you see them coming, you just have to back out instantly. And Chaemiko's Sock decide to fight. It cost them a lot of rifles. Now, they still have casters and other stuff that they can do, and they can still build this rifle quantity, but they're massing, and if it wasn't a TC, I'd say otherwise. There's always a chance for him to go back. Gets another headhunter. Nice job by Chaemiko here. Double footman. Just gonna start working this shop down, but they're taking the middle, and it's already level 3 TC. And if we see some sort of retrain into Shockwave, it could become absolute madness here. Sock gonna back creep this. The rifle quantity on its way to getting back healthy again. And that's what I'm saying. You can't get too upset, but they did lose a lot. It wasn't just the Pally. It was Pally 3 rifles, 2 footmen. Is disastrous. And if it wasn't a TC, I would say, hey, you know, that's what this massing sort of strategy is meant to do, is have this early momentum. But TC wasn't even 3. Now TC's level 3. They're trying to put pressure on here. And Starbuck with the super greedy build here needs to decide whether he defends or not. And they're deciding to go all in. Double Sanctum's already up. And what a decision by Starbuck and Pato not to defend. And they want to put the game away. And I don't know, right now it's just the tower is going down and a barracks, which doesn't mean much. The first burrow is going to fall here. And Sock is just creeping in the middle at the moment. And the APs are being built, so they're gonna fortify this position. Now, they need to be careful about getting too deep in here, because a double human TP here with the militia could be bad if everything gets trapped. And daytime just struck, which means no hiding. And Sock trying to get into a position where he can trap some hunts in. and he doesn't really successfully do it. And now there's a problem. It's not going to be a base trade, and Pato can fork over resources forever. And I don't like this decision here. We'll have to see if Sock and Chaemiko can make it work, because I don't know. Bucky and Pato way ahead indeed.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
Ruin with the huge raid. Thank you, brother. Good to see you, man. Hope all is well. Another great 2v2 player. I see him every once in a while. I personally haven't played in a few weeks, but yeah, man, welcome. And thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. And he's going down now. Only a couple of peons left. The rest are going to fall. And I'm really wondering if letting all of this get established, I think Poppy should be bringing some more wisps across the map is what I think. And now Bucky decided to TP to defend. He wants to free up his base. And it'll be interesting because he's in pretty deep right now. Double stomp is the play. A TP out by Chaemiko. And now Pato gonna be solo, but I love that Bucky split his attack force. He only brought barely enough to hold. Militia coming in from Sock's base now, and Pato has to be careful. A couple hunts go down. The full militia call. Tons of casters. Oh my god, the keeper's gonna get surrounded. Gets peasant surrounded. And Bucky coming back in. No, he's gonna run. So they've officially broken this. And remember, Starbuck's economy in absolute shambles. 0 burrows, 0 tech buildings, and the push is now coming. Bucky gonna have to buy a TP to get out of here. Has a Mana Stone, Greater Heal, Invuln, Heal Scroll. He has all of the equipment. I'd even like to, at this point, I'd even like to see a retrain. That's just me. And interestingly enough, he TPs to Pato's base, which signals that they might be okay with sacking Bucky. Very interesting indeed. And oh my god, Sock's base is built open like the Red Seas. And that could be a problem. That could be a problem. Archmage has a TP. Looks like Paladin bought TP and is going to staff in. Yep. So they have double TP to defend. Look at the shock. If there was a shockwave, every single worker would already be dead. Pato needs to get out. Pato could cost him the game if there's an aggressive TP.
To the stadium.
All right, and he's just going to go there. Bucky looking for a huge surround. He gets a nice stomp off, but now, where does Chaemiko comes in from behind, closes the door, and there's no TP. This is going to be it. Starbuck and Pato are going to win or lose this match one right now. Thank you for the follow. Much appreciated, guys. And oh no, as the Paladin gets stomped into the entangle and dies, level 5 TC, and he still has a greater. Starbuck calls GG. And Sock Chaemiko pick up game number 1. Holy cow, guys. No TP, diving deep, right? It's been known to happen. And I really think the mistake was, I think they just sack Bucky's base and they're fine. I really do. I think they push in more aggressively and really try and force that TP. Of course, it's easy for me to say, right? It's easy for me to say that. And Starbuck Pato, loser's map of choice is Twisted. Twisted Meadows Ladder. Here we go. Ping equalizer still on. Chaemiko ready, Starbuck ready. Waiting on Sock. we go. We are straight into map number 2. Soc Chaemiko up 1-0, and it's only a best of 3 in this championship match. So the bracket getting further and further developed. Well, I mean, they didn't win again. Hold your horses, guys. Chill out a little bit, okay? It's not that crazy. And let's see here. Chaemiko with a quick pause. Sock says 1 minute. Hey, and we'll give him 1 minute, huh? Let's give him 1 minute, boys.
Hey, give me that. Well, I'm going out for the photo op, man. Come on, you dwarves are just standing around anyway.
Hey guys, this guy's been hammering away. Double human on the map. Soc Chaemiko, some of the best, right? And I tell you what, man, they're hammering away. The upgrades of Soc, definitely on point. That early pally loss, little troubling, but hey, me and this guy are gonna get back to work so you guys can enjoy, huh?
All right.
Gloves on, but no shoes. Called out. Hey, man, those are steel-toed socks, all right? First off, okay? They're new and improved. Making a hot item. Bottom right, Pato spawns. Showing that he wants to creep early with the AOW. And I gotta be honest with you, this Ancient of War is not in a very, secure location. I would consider this greedy. It's a little bit harder to de-aggro, and the direction of your de-aggro is towards your opponent. See, these are the IQ 120 things that we all have to consider. And on his side of the map, Sock once again. So, kind of, if you're just dividing the map into 2 1 versus 1s, it's pretty much same map, split same directions. And we already have a big change up by Starbuck with the Farseer, and I think that's the correct play. It depends on the map, though, right? It's very map dependent and based. Speaking of based, open base build for Chaemiko with a, at the moment, it's a 2-farm Arcane Tower. And there's the 3rd farm now. And I think that they will still just go 1 base. I don't think that they'll expo. They know that this team, Starbuck and Pato, like to do mass strategies on certain maps. Twisted Meadows, not the best map for it, but if someone sees you expoing, it's very easy to call an audible. This is my opinion, okay? And for some reason, Chaemiko's hero not showing up. But it's an Archmage here. Oh, I don't know if this layering is correct, and Chaemiko is actually going Paladin this time. For whatever reason, maybe Sock's like, hey man, listen, in this tournament, I've gone Pala Rifle every time. It's my turn. It's my turn to have fun. And so they've actually switched up the strategy here. And, ooh, taking a little extra damage. Needs to be careful about that grunt. Could have been surrounded. 1 peasant gonna go down. Farseer already at half health, which is not ideal at all. I mean, you don't have to be a genius to figure that one out. Paladin level 1, just getting started. And they're deciding that they wanna gang up on Sock this game. And that's gonna leave the Paladin to free creep level 2, which is pretty wild. I don't know if that was the right call or not. We'll see. If you guys like, we could even get in on some Pato Bucky chat room optics here. See what they're saying. Maybe Bucky's like, no, Pato, I told you. Go on the pallet. But here it goes. Entangle off on the first rifle. It's going to go down, and that's level 2 on the Keeper. At the cost of a potential Archer as well. No, he gets away by the skin of his teeth. Paladin comes in with another Holy Light. And now this game really starting to develop here.
Forces are under attack.
And Sock definitely forcing the issue. wants to play hyper aggressively straight into the Night Elf base. Could be a problem. Both humans are here, and Bucky is creeping, and he's going to head over immediately. And wow, this push is going to be strong. No 5 archer opener. Uh-oh, this archer, that's going to be a problem as well. And Moonwell getting canceled is actually a really big deal because he's 30 of 30 supply, meaning he's going to be supply stuck for a while. Tier 2 just around the corner. Needs to build a Moonwell down here. And Headhunter's already getting picked off. They're getting the rifle count down, which is good. Not just for now, but also for the mid-game. But these footmen are going to be super pesky. The hide's not really on point for now. And the archers are getting separated from the main group. So now they find themselves a nice little pocket here. 5 footmen and a pala, 2 rifles. No units streaming across the map, keep in mind. And I think that's a very interesting thing as well. Nothing being built here. Arcane Vault behind. Pressure is building. Another Moonwell gonna go down, and I really think that he needs to build Moonwell somewhere else. He's spending cash. He doesn't have any. And oh my god, this is looking disastrous. Bucky trying to deal with 3 footmen and a water elemental. Archers, rifle. Pala has 1 more holy light left in the chamber. And look at this split here by Chaemiko. So difficult to deal with. And now he's gonna force this out, but look at the damage is done in Pato's base. He's 30 out of 10 now. Just now, another Moonwell finishes. He built him down. He built a Huntress Hall down here. He's going to start a Wonders, and they're going to push this off, but at what cost? An immense amount of pressure and play there is going to hurt them. Sock with the Fire Lord, the patent Fire Lord hire. Of course, look at these items. That's, damn, boy, he's thick. That's one thick Fire Lord, let me tell you. Look at that stackage. Level 1 plus 14. And he's gonna come in with some autos. Bucky picking up some nice little things there. And look at this. All the Moonwells and lures built in Starbuck's base. And they're trying to get back into this thing. The timing on the push was beautiful. And I don't really know who the T2 scaling favors. Bucky needs to be careful with this Farseer. Looks like he was willing to sack him before he was willing to TP. But now they're getting sandwiched and maximized. Double Sanctum here out of Sock. Bucky gonna TP, but with only his hero, and even saves that. That's a good save. And he'll probably even be able to save that Headhunter as well. Ooh, man, that Fire Lord's fast. Dude, agility hero, bro. Right? Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. He killed your Headhunter before it got back to your room. And they're going to pull and aggressively start creeping Bucky Pato's side of the map. That's not a good sign. Blood Mage out. Just a beautiful array of human heroes and control here. You've got Holy Lights. You've got Mana Siphon. You've got Hero Focus. You've got Silence. You've got Brilliance Aura. You got a little bit of everything, right? And the Naga, Keeper Naga going to be the choice for Pato. And now Vamp coming in for the human armies. Panda's out of mana. Farseer has a nice healthy pool, but he really needs level 3. And he can't find it, and he wants to force this off. He picks up 1 more footman. That's nice. But pretty soon here, we might have to start accounting for some slow. Am I right? Or am I wrong? Priests only the play here, and this is something we saw them do in a previous map where they actually never pumped out a sword, and they only went heavy on the priests for dispels, heals, and sustain. Ledzuk, W3, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And that's definitely going to force back Pato and Starbuck. And he's got Fortified coming, which is good, but the lures are now super exposed, and it's going to force the issue. Now, they do have the shop advantage here, so I do favor this fight slightly. Holy Light comes in last second, but they might out DPS the next cooldown. And the Blood Mage is going to go down, and that's a really big deal, guys. That's a really big deal for the control. Kodo Beast has not eaten yet. Fire Lord focus firing him down. Raiders are falling. It's hard. There's no front line here. It's a lot of Archer Dryad and versus Rifle Caster. That is not the way. This is not the way. This is not the Mandalorian. So many militia called, it makes me think that Sok, Chaemiko think this is it. They're willing to hang their hat on this push, and this push is coming long before any type of bear or anything else. So it's mass Dryad to hold off an army, and it's very interesting. Only the first breaker just now coming in. There's not really a meat shield for any team, but the Paladin has full mana, Devotion Aura. It looks like they sold the Vamp. Now there's a shop in the back, which means there's less of a defender's advantage now. And oh my god, this choke point here, I think this could end up favoring Starbuck and Pato. Kodo never ate, and he goes down. There's still one in the back, and Starbuck calls GG. It's over. Sok, Chaemiko take game number 2. And Chaemiko now with the Pala play. Wow, 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 wow. Sok, Chaemiko with the double humba, dude. How do you make the answer to the double humba? That's the real question. And, you know, while we're doing this, let's, okay, we do have that set. I wonder if I have any... Oh, so see, I do... Dude, I have sound. I have sound now. I have sound in game. I have sound coming from my computer. I just didn't have in-game sound. Do you think there's a potential that I'm just partially remedial and somehow I accidentally hit a button that muted my game sound to me? But you guys could hear game sound, right? So, Sok, Chaemiko going to advance here. 2-0. I'm gonna submit those scores. Pretty quick games, I do have to say. I think the Lost Temple game... I think the Lost Temple game was a hold. I really do. And I don't know how you guys feel, but like, I'm a human player, right? And when I go versus double human, it feels very difficult to play against. And the reason is, for me, is like, usually when there's another human on the map, you go based off of what that one human's doing, right? And you guys feel free to disagree. But for me, it's like, that one human dictates whether I'm gonna play it almost like a human 1 versus 1. So if I'm just going footman into double sank caster, breaker, priest, right? I know that's a solid strategy. I can counter. If he goes slow, I'm countering it, right? If he starts to go into air, I'm hitting a nice timing with my partner. All this stuff, right? But if he goes expo, I can put the pressure on it. I can play it just like that, right? If he goes expo, cool. I have the tech advantage. But in games like that, it's like if one guy goes rifles, now I have to research defend. If I research defend and I pump out more footmen to counter, the other human who's going to go double sanctum can now go into Sorks. And now I can't really counter that, right? So I feel like it puts you in an awkward spot as a human player going versus double human, because one could expo and you still have to deal with the casters. So, you know, I don't know. It's and clearly, you know, they've been making this work versus a lot of other races as well, right? And I agree. I don't really agree with the Keeper of the Grove versus it. I agree with that. I agree with that statement, Emir. I think the better play would have been mana burn and control. And with Pala Rifle, double sank like that, I think it can be difficult. Oh yeah, see, when I get back into game, I just don't have sound. And okay, I got a question for you guys. Wait. I got a question for you guys. I'm gonna switch over scenes here real quick. I want to make sure that for the next games that my desktop audio, that you guys can hear the game sound. And it would appear as though you guys cannot hear the game sound right now. Which means that we're going to have to do that. Maybe? Yeah, I agree. You have to, and that's just like you would play it in a 1v1, right? You slow down. You slow down that. You slow down that paladin. That's how you play that. Okay. So we've got. Yeah, this is going to be difficult. I guess I could go game, virtual audio, but now I can't hear it myself, but you guys can hear it. So we'll see. I'll have to work on this a little bit here. The next game up isn't going to be for a little while. Well, the main headliner, which is going to be Lawliet Soin versus Focus Moon, is going to take a little bit of time here. And we got to get into these mixes. Okay. And I've got game volume there. And I've got game volume here. So I feel like this is just some sort of funky mess up on my end, honestly. But all right, check it out. We're going to do some other high-end games here real quick. We're going to go to a quick break, and then we're going to get into casting some more games, and then we're going to follow it up with Lawliet Soin versus Focus Moon. Cheers, guys. Listen, any of you guys ever had technical difficulties, huh? You hate to see it. But hey, let's put that out of mind. As my team's working on stuff, right? We've got the TI guys back there. They're unplugging things from servers and plugging them back in. We've got sound issues. We've got that. Hey, all we can do is the best with what we've got. All right, for now, we're going to go into a match. It's going to be Seiso versus Torrente. Torrent? What? What's his name? All right. Anyways, it's going to be a good replay. Undead versus Night Elf. We might not have some of the overlays and stuff going on. You give me some time to figure that out. I set my alarm at like 4 a.m. this morning to cast these crazy 2 versus 2 games. We got one more matchup coming up. It's going to be a good one. But in the meantime, let's enjoy some other top-tier content on the main stage, huh? And I don't really like advanced observer mode, to be honest with you, for stuff like this. And then I'd have to kick it off, and then you kick it back on again, and all this other stuff, right? So, actually, you know what I think I could do? Let me do this real quick. Let me see. You know what I could do? Is I could just temporarily disengage. Oh wow, it was already disengaged, but it's still coming up. That's pretty cool. So we'll just turn it off for now, and then I'll just turn it back on for the 2v2s. What do you guys say? I think that's good enough. I think that's good enough to go with it. So let's go ahead and get started. And you know what else I'm gonna have to do is I don't want to give away anything here. Right. And I want to make sure that you guys get game sound. I do not. I am not worthy of game sound today. And I'll be honest with you guys, man, it throws me off a little bit, right? Who here plays with no game sound in Warcraft 3? I'm sorry, man, but I think you're an absolute sociopath. If you play Warcraft 3 with no game sound, we can't help you, man. And I know at least a couple of people who do it. And you'll like tune into Discord and some guy will be playing and you'll be like, "Oh man, I can't hear what's going on." He's like, "Oh, I don't play with game sound. I just listen to music." And my jaw, it hits the floor. Torrente gonna come out with the Demon Hunter first. And that's to be expected. And it's a hero hire out of Seiso. And we've got a Tinker. Boys. We have a Tinker, boys! And he's Pocket Factory creeping like a maniac. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Sunshine, there's no way this works, right? I know that's what you're thinking. Let's turn this back on. I know that's what you're thinking. A quick burn. The Demon Hunter versus Tinker. Right? It should be easy. Easy peasy. Easy win, right? Seiso just loses. Wrong. That's not the case. You gotta stay locked in. And actually, Demon taking a lot of damage from summoned units here. Not really acceptable. But also a little bit of a lack of some micro. He's picking up the last hits now. And now the Tinker is not going to have any mana at all. One of the big disadvantages to going Tinker as undead is that, look, he's this intel hero. He's going to auto this demon. Torrente overstaying his welcome a little bit there. And he's going to turn around and go, oh, what? The archers want to hang out and see what's going on. Anyways, as I was saying, one of the problems is that, you know, the undead shop. Oh my god, it's double crypt. Holy cow. Double Necropolis, double Crypt. It's going to be an Acolyte. Is it going to be an Acolyte push or rush or tech or what's it going to be? Anyways, back to what I was saying. You know, there's no clarities for undeads. There is for, you know, almost every other race in the game. Am I right? Am I right or am I right or am I right? Says the guy who's never played undead one time in his life, and the Necropolis is up. And Torrente's got to be thinking, okay, like, this has got to be a tower push, right? And he wants to respond to this. But 1,500 hit points on a Necropolis is definitely going to be difficult. And he's continuing to creep. I'm wondering if he's wanting to go for an expo. Acolyte up here. If you're doing the Lord's work, when you're doing good things, when you're undead, whose work are you doing? You know what I mean? Like, if that was a peasant and he was killing a wisp, you'd be like, that guy's doing the Lord's work. But if it's an Acolyte, I don't know. You know, maybe it's the opposite of that, right? Level 3 Tinker, super fast, and Demon Hunter wandering around searching. Has boots, has staff. And I've got a little bit of lint on my desktop here. I'm gonna have to clean that mess up. Super late Ziggurat upgrade, and there's nowhere for him to run. Maybe through here. He's gonna die. That's a death. And now look at the movement into the main. Is he gonna try and surround and attack the main? He is. A Deado would take care of 2-3 skellies. Would be actually pretty big. There's no way he gets this, right? Look at all the archers. I think this is folly. Some of these are actually attacking an archer. Others are attacking other things. Say so with the big pocket factory. And the pocket factory is still thumping, boys. And this Tinker has a greater heal. And all of a sudden, it looks like you have to take this seriously, even with the 6 archer opener. And now wisps are dying. Another Deado goes off. He's just going to start targeting down wisps. I think that's the good play. Uses the greater. One more ghoul goes down. And he expos behind this, and it's going to get up. Torrente sees it, but what can you do?
Upgrade complete. Are you not entertained?
Starbuck with the huge raid, man. Thank you, Starbuck. Thank you, guys. Welcome. We got all kinds of technical difficulties here, but we were able to cover the games.
Summoning is
I would like
complete.
Starbuck's professional opinion, some input. He drops down to the consolation bracket with Pato now. But I wonder if they have something special planned. Double Humba. Thank you for the raid, dude. Much appreciated, man. You're the GOAT. And we're watching a little bit of a crazy game with the Tinker first out of Say So. Huntress Hall gonna go down now, and there's not even a lot he can do. And so many wisps were killed that he's barely saturated here. I suppose he could hire a shredder. It's possible. And Demon Naga coming out now. And this Tinker is going to see the last of his shenanigans for a little while here. And he's beginning to expo there as well. Very interesting. And now he's even throwing up a Ziggurat and repairing the Necropolis to put the pressure on this side of the map. Now the Tree of Life moving into position. There's gonna be an expo here for the Night Elf as well. Tinker with boots is ridiculous, right? With that engineering upgrade, he's one speedy boy. Needs to be careful not to deny XP. Of course, he's on top of it. Not gonna happen. The repairs coming in down here. I think slowly losing a war of attrition, maybe? No, he's actually gaining health overall with the repair on that. So over time, if nothing else comes in, he'll be fine. I guess he's gonna move into opening up these moonwells. Demon gonna come in here for the cancel. He's gonna get it. 1000%. Starts attacking with some echoes. Okay. There you go. Goldmine's gonna get entangled. Naga and the archer is gonna move back. And that's gonna put an end to this. And what is the follow-up? Graveyard coming down. Tier 2 only just now underway. That is wild. We are 9 minutes into the game. Just now researching Tier 2. It's a whole day late. And dollar short.
Our town is under attack.
And he's going to come attack the Entangled, and that's actually a beautiful play. While this is going to fall... when did they change Nerubians back to Piercing? Did I miss this patch? Remember they changed them to melee for a while? Now, heroes take reduced damage from Piercing. So putting it on the Naga, I don't think is the most efficient, because you're never going to kill her. So really it comes down to you're just emptying wells. So in my opinion, why not pick an archer? I don't know. He's going to go window shopping, pick up another rod. He has a TP now, boots of speed. He's going to fortify this position a little bit, and he better, because it's 36 food versus essentially 5. Oh my god, this Tinker, dude. What is going on, man? He needs some sort of regen. He's going to have to buy a ritual dagger or something to get himself healed up. Level 3 demon. This entire game doesn't make sense on paper. Looking at it play out, and somehow Say So attempting to make this work. And he's going to do that and run. And look at this demon with boots is fast. But he runs to the safety of the Nerubian. And now he can play Ring Around the Rosie all day. The burn going to cancel the salve. That's disappointing. This Tinker is hanging on by a thread. An absolute thread. Now the gold mine up and mining. And I just... Say So is like, hey man, I gotta make something work, right? T2 now finished. We'll be curious to see what the second hero, if any, and is it gonna go into guard? He's gonna go into guards. Yep. But he needs about 40 of them yesterday. Wisp checking the expo again, builds an AP. Necropolis just out of sight. And it looks like he actually just might creep this. I don't think he hits the expo. I mean, he could. But there's already one spirit tower. Gonna be difficult to engage into, but Say So has nothing. I'm gonna start killing this Necropolis. Level 4 now on the Tinker. Naga moving into position to potentially hit the main, and these Gargs are gonna get found out. So now he knows the strategy as well. Sacrificial Pit way out front. It's going to get canceled, more than likely. Roar comes in. Fork Lightning. Needs to focus fire some of these guards. Now archers are dying. The bear could have got surrounded. Instead, he wants to go for the Naga, and he's going to lock it in. The demon comes in, could pass the staff, but I don't think it'll be in time. Spends time on a burn instead. Tinker going to TP out, gets the Naga for it. Fork Lightning before the death. Now to a secure location. There's a staff on the Tinker. Boy, this shop, man. Pocket Factory in the back. If he puts the rally up here, that could be really pesky. Starts repairing. Can pop this guy in to save his life at the very end. Doesn't. Gargs are still pumping. And now the Slaughterhouse is actually turning as well. But keep in mind that Night Elf also has an expansion now. So there's no real clear advantage outside of some super, super laming shenanigans to win this game. It's the only play. Tree of Eternity, Hippos already being produced. Double War, double Lore, double Wind. And now the Gargs are coming in. And I think you got to get on top of these hippos and prevent the count from getting too high. And there's not a ton he can do here.
Our forces are under
I'm going to assume there's going to be a shredder soon. Still. And Torrente actually moving to take this other expansion as well. Tinker's going to see level 5 soon, which is pretty crazy. That's going to be pretty cool.
Our forces are under attack.
There it is, level 5. And now the guard's moving in to harass this area. And he could even take out this AP now soon, if he really wanted to. He's taking a lot of damage from the AP. Needs to micro those guards. Can alternate out some stone for him. Puts a pocket factory down. That's nice. And what is Torrente doing? He's just... He's creeping up. He hasn't put any pressure at all. Which is really crazy. Lawliet, Soin, there's Focus Moon soon.
Our forces are under attack.
And Demon actually getting some scary levels now as well. Mamma mia, Papa Pia. Gonorrhea, diarrhea. And the second expos are now going to come up. And what is Seiso's plan? We've got a boneyard.
Summoning is complete.
And I wonder if this is going to get scouted immediately. Lots of hippos are needed. I don't think this is enough to actually fight this. Especially if, like, at this point, what if he just re-goes into rockets now? Wouldn't that be super OP? Donko Jones, welcome, dude. Good to see you. Good to see you. Super OP, right? If he goes into rockets now. Expo gonna be canceled at literally 100%. Oh my gosh. Holy schmoly. So he loses a lot off that cancel anyway, which is good. Could have been great. Gargs are gonna go straight across the map to start harassing again. This is exactly how you have to play it. And I'd upgrade another Spirit Tower, even get another one out. And it seems like Torrente thinks that he has an opening to push the Expo here. And I'm really curious to see what Tinker's going to do. And once again, with no statue, I thought we would see at least one statue on mana. Because Tinker going to struggle with no clarities. He really relies on those Moonwells and those clarities, right? He truly does.
Our forces are under attack.
Mass repair. Look at the repair, man. You cannot kill. You cannot out-kill. You've got to kill the Akos. You can't out-repair those. But now the Tree of Life gonna get sacked. How is Seiso in this game, man? This is insane. This is insanity. This is madness.
Our forces are under attack. The dad stand ready.
This is gonna go down. This is already dead. Frostworm in the back needs to come in. You have to get rid of the shop and start getting rid of the Moonwells. That's my opinion. Some Wisps moving down here into a cheeky location. And now he's gonna TP, and he's not gonna get the Haunted. A little bit of a mistiming there. And I wonder if he goes to repair that and even put it back up, while he can just float back in and threaten the base again and again and again and again and again. And he can't opt to just harass with the hippos mounted, because that will mean that there's nothing to counter this error. And all of a sudden, this army is getting ridiculous, man. Super ridiculous, I might say. And this is what Seiso is playing this perfectly. Level 6 Tinker is an absolute destroyer of worlds, man. This guy will 1v1 a Tree of Eternity in like 20 seconds. It's ridiculous, dude. And these plays are going to be super difficult to handle.
Summoning is complete.
And now he's creeping more and more. He sees him coming back in. It's going to be a game of cat and mouse for a little bit here. And I'm really wondering, when do you respec into rockets, though? I really feel like rockets now will just eat the entire Night Elf army. Am I wrong? Someone give me some support here.
Our forces are under attack.
Someone tell me I'm right.
Our forces are under attack.
The damned stand ready.
Our forces are under attack.
Sorry about that. Disease Cloud definitely gonna cook. He finishes off the Haunted. But now, I mean, level 6 Tinker, plus a Meat Wagon, plus some Frosties, and he ain't done yet. 73 out of 70 supply for Torrente.
Our gold mine is near.
65 out of 70 supply for Seiso. And now Seiso decides he actually wants to fight. And I don't think that's the call without rockets. Level 5 Demon Hunter. No way. Both. I don't understand why even have the Frostworms there. Both Frostworms go down instantly. And now he loses the Frostworms, which if he would have just let the Gargs bang it out, right? At least one of those Frosties could still be alive. Another Expo going on here. No Expo for Torrente yet. Oh, he does. It's entangled. It's going to get saturated here. Garg's flying by to attempt to harass the main. Walks him right into his Expo. Oops. Oopsies.
Our town is under attack.
And now a change up into Fiends.
Step into the
Interesting.
stadium.
Big Tree, thank you for the follow.
Our forces
My man.
are under attack.
Step on in, grab a seat, get nice and cozy. Let the soothing sounds of Warcraft guide you through your weekend. Alright. And now watch this Tinker auto, though. Watch this. Boom.
Our forces are
Schmack. Whack.
The damned
Bang. Ding. Ow. And Fiends get caught. That's a disaster. That is not what you want to see if you are Seiso. Trying to do what he can with the Gargs to be annoying, and we have Torrente is not mining. And oh my god, like I said, Tinker auto attack didn't get responded to. And this is what sucks. You always have to respond to this Tinker. There's no slowed from the Dryads. Dryads don't slow him. You can't entangle him. You can't storm bolt him. You can't do anything, man. I don't even know if you can mana burn him in this form. You might be able to. You might be able to mana burn him in his ult. I'm not positive.
Our town is under attack.
Tree Goblin.
summoning is.
This is all the things that Lord of the Rings warned you about right here. These pesky goblins. When it comes to trees, huh? And Seiso really struggling to try and get an expo up. But Torrente, I mean, he finally gets his main up. He only has 800 more gold in it. Almost more effort than it's worth at this point. Every little bit counts. This demon hunter's scaling out of control, though. Me wagon, run! Save yourself. Get some help. Clobbering time. Oh my god. And once again, the attack force is coming back. Demon Hunter's in the main. Fork Lightning's great for the guards, but if he rotates him out, he needs to rotate him out. He doesn't want the second fork to go off. Yeah. He needs to rotate him out and go statue him on an island. He can do this forever, man. Oh, no. Oh my god! How did he get out of that? Slippery devil. Forgets where he is, forgets the direction. And I mean, Torrente has some insane heroes, dude. This is so scary. Naga, Keeper 3, Demon 5. Almost dies. No, stop it. Has a staff. No way. Oh my god, he's not gonna staff in time. Cut him off.
Forces are under attack.
Oh!
The damned stand ready.
Oh my god. What is... That was almost a victory pause there by Say So. He's like, yeah, I did that. You saw that. You saw that. I did that. He's gonna heal up here. Heal everything. Interesting. Must not have stone form. I'd even sell back one of these crypts. I don't know. Why not? Right? And the main is mined out. And the demon's coming back, but just sprint in there and kill that thing. Am I right or am I right or am I right? Or am I right? Or am I right? Just sprint in and kill this thing, Say So. That's all you must do, right? That's all he's got to do. Is sprint in and kill it.
Summoning is complete.
Oh my god, the Tree of Eternity goes down, level 8. But I honestly think, I mean, that's a good snipe. I can't critique that snipe, right? But if he gets the altar, now it's over, right? Now it's just over.
Our forces are under attack. Summoning is complete.
Oh, he does it just too little too late, man. And I don't know what would have been better. What would your guys' choices been? Kill the altar or kill the tree? I mean, the tree made it to where there's not going to be gold. Oh my god, he could already be saturated. And he's not. He's too distracted. Tinker gets away, slips through the cracks again. The shade paying absolute dividends. Guards need to be careful of their movement. And he wants to try and keep him here. Has to be careful, he's going to lose a guard. No. And he is back and mining. Another statue on the way.
Our forces are
Pesky Tinker, dude. Have you ever had this done to you? What is going on here? Am I allowed to ask this question? Am I allowed to ask what's going on here? The bruh.
upgrade.
Bruh. Fork Lightning. All the tools of the trade being used here is definitely, but he's not responding to the Tinker again. And just now, he goes to saturate, but because he's staffed to the entangled, none of the wisps go into it, and he's trying to repair. 5 wisp repair. Good God, dude. What an absolute throw by Torrente. Not understanding how to respond to the Tinkerman. And if you've never played versus before, let me tell you, it is frustrating, dude. And he's fast, dude. This is Usain Bolt in a tank, right? Am I right? Am I right or am I right or am I right? Or am I right?
The damned stand
He has
ready.
1 Frosty, 340 gold,
Our forces
and
are
a
under
dream.
attack.
And he's trying to make it happen, Captain. He really is. These Gargs just being so pesky, moving in and out the entire game.
The damned stand ready. Our
He
forces
somehow
are
has
under
barely enough to go for 1 more tree. And now he's just feeding the Tinker to 9. This demon so close to level 6. And I'm sure what he's thinking is, look, man, if I get level 6, surely I win, right? Needs to be a little more conservative with that stuff. There's no reason for it to be that far out. Tinker's going in again, dude. Only this time, now he sees the goal is the tree of life. Now, what you need to do is surround the Tinker before he gets to your tree. It's a game of don't touch me, right? But now he can pull everything around. He could even kill all of these archers if he really wanted to target them. But he's going to go for the Moonwells because why not? And look at this. Empties the Moonwell instantly. He thinks that the 3 pocket goblins are going to be enough, and they are. Look at the damage there, dude. 12 to 14 fast attack. Let's go. Meanwhile, tried to make a little bit of movement here on the Tree of Life. The pressure is really on. No expo, no expo, no expo. And now the game-winning condition on Torrente. Holy cow. What is happening, dude? Now the Frosty gonna chase a bit.
Our forces.
Trying to find an opening up here, too. Every Garg loss is huge. You can't get anything back. Oh, my God. No way. He's gonna... That's it. That's game. Is that not game? I mean, I understand this is up, right? But it's not mining left yet. And where are the wisps? Where are the wisps? He's supply blocked! And he has no wisp! He has no wisp. Oh my god, it's like a fake at this point. He has to go free up supply. He's gonna sell his Staff of Preservation. As he moves out, Tinker moves in, and that tree is dead. 1000%. You're not saving this. All it takes is to be out of step. For 1 second, he's even bringing the ghouls. And 1 wisp is on the way. No, 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 no. Oh my god, he's back down to a wisp. And a dream. And I think Say So is overcommitting a little bit right here, maybe. But he wants to take out the bears. No more rejuve. And there's zero sustain for the Night Elf. He needs to get out of here. Nothing's blocking him. Lots of Gargs going down, but he saved that. He's got double statue. He needs to run, though. You cannot afford to lose those statues, man. He's going to lose 1 for sure, right? Surely. Say So, 36 out of 50 supply now. What an insane game. You can't entangle him. You can cold arrow, which is nice, but you can't fork. And dude, if he gets blocked in here, this is really bad. He's going back to check, and he wants this wisp too. If that wisp dies, that's it. Wait, where did this other wisp come from? What's happening right now?
Stand ready.
Where was that guy? We needed you like 20 minutes ago, buddy. A little bit of ADD. Oh my god, he's gonna run straight into these archers, and he doesn't even know it. He sees it! Oh my god, it's a disaster! Rockets! Level 9. Autos galore. 1 Moonwell now. 22 out of 40 for Torrente, but now doesn't have a tree. And I don't think he even has enough to sell, right? He has 1 potion. Now, he could creep some creeps and get some gold. But I mean, dude. What is happening? Say-So has an expo up again. And he's gonna get the triad. Gold arrow is a big problem. No, Say-So! Did you see?
Our hero has
Oh my god. Say-So just for a triad. Why?
Our forces are under attack.
Why? Please, God, no. It's like the Punisher. The Punisher, you know the Punisher meme? No, 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 no. Wait. And he just freaking gets rocked. Well, he doesn't even have an altar. He sold it. Right? Am I blind? I mean, I could be blind. The expo that's mining 380 gold. And I think you need like 780 to hire back, if I'm not mistaken. You need like 780 gold. So, right? Am I right? Or even more because he's like level 9. How much gold is that?
The damned stand ready.
Dude, it's true, man. Greediness is our ultimate enemy, man, right? I would argue 80 to 90% of my losses were skill related. and then 10 to 20% were greed, for sure. For sure.
Our forces are under attack.
No, it's probably a lot higher than that. Probably a lot higher than that. All the trees going down, and all he has is a Garg, a Frostworm, and a Dream, and it's a base race now, and he's gonna go hide Necropolises. And there's one Wisp, dude. And if he runs into this Wisp with this, it's a disaster. Meatwagon's gonna see it. Meatwagon sees it. He sees it on the map.
Our forces are under attack. Our town
Oh, no.
is under attack.
He sacks a bear. Why? Why? Oh my god, why, dude? And like, attack an archer with this. I guess it doesn't matter ultimately, right? It's a base race, dude. Is this all he has? It's hard to see because these replays like screw up, right? He's gonna have one Moonwell, but keep in mind he's revealed. He's revealed. Look, he's going straight for it, man. And he's gonna kill this Moonwell. That way he can play the trees here. If the game calls for it, he can play the trees. And the shade, and he has a shade.
Stand ready.
I forgot about the shade. Oh my god. This game is insane, dude.
Our town is under attack.
This game is absolutely wild
Summon
here.
more cigarettes. Our town is under attack.
Oh my god, don't sack the Frosty. There's no reason. Huge Fork Lightning, double guard kill. And that's why I said to just kill the Moonwell. But, I mean, both of them have a little bit of a tree line. Oh my god. No way does this work, dude.
The damned
No way does this work. And Say-So is 20. He's supply blocked now. He's bringing back the Akos. And the Naga's level 6 is probably going to ult right here. Oh my god, dude. This game is just wretched. He ults it out.
Our forces are
And that's going to kill his supply, too. So now, Say-So is only going to have 10 supply pop cap
Summoning is complete.
as of now. And he's not going to be able to do this either. And he's committing to the Moonwell.
Attack.
Oh my god, dude. What? What just happened? That is just insane, dude. That game was just crazy. I'm glad we watched that. Bro, that was quality entertainment. That was a good one, man. I have to say that was a really good game. We're gonna turn on this overlay. Hot Tub Hardcore, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. And hey man, say so. Coming through in the clutch with the undead dub.
That's right. What's that, little bear?
Oh, you really wanted to win that night elf game, huh? Well, too bad, so sad, huh? There's lots more down there where this came from. Good job, say so.
He did it. That crazy son of a bitch, he did it. Amazing.
All right, now, guys, I'm going to go to a really quick break here, and we're going to get ready for Lawliet Soin versus Focus Moon. So I got to invite the players, create the game, get some things situated, and we're going to get into it. It's going to be a nice matchup. It's going to be a mirror matchup in 2 vs 2, more than likely, although Night Elf is, Lawliet is known to swap out a Night Elf every once in a while. Sick win indeed. And I'll be right back, guys. We'll go to a quick intermission, and then we'll see about getting these vetoes started, possibly a little early.
Step in.
All right. I know. Simmer down. We'll get to it. Okay, we're T-minus like 20 minutes away from this one. I think we might go one more solo cast, and then we're going to go to the main stage. Players are already blowing me up. Hopefully we can play a little early. We'll see. I mean, I woke up at 4 a.m. for this. I don't know if I told you that. But hey, look, now that I'm finally starting to wake up, hopefully we got some audio issues worked out for me, myself. At least you guys can hear what's going on. But, hey, we're going to get right into it. I got a solo planned. Let's see what it looks like. And then we'll take it from there, huh? All right, guys. I think I got a quick one. I think I got a decently quick one for us here. I also do not like advanced observer mode for 1v1s. I don't know if I told you guys this or not. But I mean, I really don't like it. I guess I could swap these colors for now. And then, yeah. We are going to... Oh, wow, that didn't work out. We're going to go into this here. Leon versus Lei. And the map is going to be Concealed Hill. And I say we just hop right into this bad boy. And I'm also going to check out here. See, you're going to have to forgive me, but I just wanted to make sure that all things tried and true is working out. We've got a Priestess of the Moon out of Lei, and out of our boy Leon, we've got an MK first. Now, it's a little scary to see something like this because Priestess sometimes, although not always, implies Huntress or some sort of heavy pressure. Heavy pressure is really good on this map, especially to thwart a human expansion, which direct expansion, not really an option on this map, especially as MK. And MK1 base, not really an option either. So hunts are already a great response to a Mountain King. And Priestess Hunt should give Lei an advantage, but, you know, our boy Leon, he's a sharp player, man. He's no dummy. He's got it all figured out. The human god. And I'm sure even though he's not scouting right now, he's going to know shenanigans are amok. There's no doubt he's going to sniff this out, right? And it's going to be a quick camp for him. Going to grab his tasty little item. Claws of attack. What would your item of choice be on an MK? I mean, I guess claws are okay. You're going to be autoing, right? And the Priestess is going to come down here now. And Leon wants to build a scout farm. Look at that. And that's what I was saying, you know. Leon already knows that Lei likes to play a little gimmicky at times, right? And so that's what the scout farm was about. He's greedy for it. He wants to bring it back out. And here you go. The Huntress build T1 well underway. The second AOW going down in a place where he can easily camp this for a large consumable. And Leon fakes it and goes into a tech, which I think is great. I would even love to see a speed build on a blacksmith here, maybe. The old 4-farm tech, huh, boys? Leon checking out of it. Spidey senses a tingling. And I really do think that this is the play. Leon playing but not streaming today, so we're going to cash in on that and give you some live Leon action. You know, Leon probably like,
A player's
you
forces
know,
are under attack.
wanting to, oh, and Lei going to see this. Lei ends up teching as well now. Understands that the timing for the expansion has been canceled, and so that's why he's teching himself.
And that's what's kind of crazy is this isn't even an overcommitment. Yeah, his tech is delayed. Yeah, Priestess isn't like the ideal hero. But if his macro is sharp, it can still be good. There's that blacksmith, and he doesn't even opt to speed build it. So that's very nice. And he's going to get level 3 out of this camp. A bolt to the face would be nice, but no. He's just going to bash it later.
Forces are under attack.
Level 3 MK, one bolty boy is going to go up. Doesn't even care about the sentry wards. And if he catches this, it's actually amazing. He won't get the item, but Leon, just a little bit of vision here. Oh my god, if he caught that, it could have been a couple dead units. Now he's going to come in and deal with some wisps. Level 2 bolt, very efficient at that. Footmen are going to soak for now. Rifles are coming out, and he's opening his base here. Clever, very clever. Another wisp going to go down. He's looking for the bash, and he gets it. Very nice. Very nice indeed. Lei Mei still sitting on 320, 330, 335. This is crazy how fast the lumber skyrockets here. 1, 2, 3, 4 wisps. 5, 6. Way more than enough wisps. Even with those deaths, the wisp count is high. I'll put it that way. And he's looking to run in here, and the base isn't quite open yet, so the timing is impeccable. Nice catch on the worker there to not open it. It was just about open. Steals Leon's item down here. He stole everything. He stole the item here. He stole the item here. Leon just doesn't like items today. He doesn't like it. He doesn't want it. This ward here is perfectly placed because he's going to be able to see if that base opens up. To try and throw some shenanigans around. Pumping out some more wisps is Lei Mei. One archer gonna go down, playing super conservative. And now the Archmage is out. And with the Archmage double rifle, he has more than enough to hold within his own base. Footman now breaking off, and I love this split by Leon here. Beautiful plays. Beautiful plays. This is my boy right here. This is what you come to expect, right? You want this top tier content, right? And
Town is under siege.
trying to pull this. Level 3 Priestess now. And the Hunt's upgrade is real. You can definitely see some militia call. One ensnare. Oh, beautiful bolt. Take that. Needs to run into the base. But now he needs to go back. He can't let him free creep this either, though. Huntress is pretty strong. These footmen doing a great job at being pesky here. And where are the tech buildings? He's still committing to the hunts. He's still going to commit to the T2 hunts. And that's a little bit shocking to me. I got to be honest. I thought he was going to go into lore. If you were to ask me, Sunshine, what do you think he's going to do? I would have told you, I think he's going to go into lores here. And stabilize into a normal game. Yeah. I mean, Wisp, it's nice. It's nice. I think there's two things in the game. Anyone feel free to correct me. Anyone can feel free to correct me.
Welcome
I think
to the
there's 2
1%.
things in the game. Katink, dude, with the sub. Are you joking, bro? After this game, we got to do something special for Katink. Thank you, Katink, for the support, man. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it.
A town is under
Absolutely goated, my man. And here's the 2 things that I think need to get fixed. Okay. I think Night Elves don't really have to think about lumber. I still think it's absurdly ridiculous. I don't understand how they didn't change or patch that. And I don't like that once Fortified is upgrade, Orcs almost don't have to care about their base defense any longer. It's really, really, really strong. I think those 2 things need to be done away with. You know, I don't think there's a resource that one race shouldn't really have to think about. I don't think that's legit. And I don't think that anyone should research one thing. And, you know, humans used to be like that way back in the days of Sky, where you'd put up 12, 13 towers and research masonry. But towers had fortified, right? And all towers were like, I guess that was in the rock days, maybe. I don't know. Maybe the real rock legend can give his input on that. Give his expertise. But that is a lot of huntresses. That's some fast creeping, I have to admit, dude. That's pretty crazy. And now, a huge Zeppelin play would be huge indeed. He has more units than he can even shake a stick at. And he's going to go into the main right as the Expo is going to start to come up. But then look at the timing on Leon here. Now level 2 on the Archmage is nice. He's not too far away, but will he TP to this? No. I know Leon. He's going to run in. Leon's going to run in. Here he comes. He's going to run the workers out. It's okay. MK going to come in, and he can buy time here. And look at the flank here. The Huntresses to the Expo. Now, Leon's going to have to split as well. What I'd like to see is the Archmage, 2 priests, and that stay here and the MK go. And he's going to pick up 1. And this is a nice split. I like this. Uh-oh, that's way too much to deal with. Way too much to deal with. 1 priest going to go down for sure. MK coming back now, and the Hunts are going to come back in, and there's a split. 4 rifles versus 3 Hunts here. What a game, huh? And he's frantically trying to build the workshop so that he can counter this Zeppelin play. The Zeppelin might go down, but so will the Archmage. Oh, he unloads it just in time. Level 4 MK. Every bolt is going to be a death now, and the rifles successfully thwart this this attempt here. Now all the workers are dead. Has to be careful of the MK. Leon has a staff, but it's on cooldown. Oh no. No, why is no priest healing? GG is called, and Lei Mei with the cheeky play pulls off the dub. Why wasn't there a priest healing the MK? That was the game. He had it. Did he not have that game, boys? He had that game. Oh, just such small movements. I mean, if the Zeppelin goes down, if the Archmage gets out, if he autoed and dude, that Huntress who blocked the Archmage in had literally zero HP, right? Legit 0 HP. Oh, now all of a sudden, like I don't hear my, I don't know. I'm not hearing game sound again. But hey, as long as you guys hear game sound, I'm sure we're okay, right? And if you guys heard all of that, then we should be fine. And we've got like 13 minutes here. I've got the map veto process set up. So that's going to be ready to go. And it's 1-2-0 versus Colorful right now on Back to Warcraft stream. And I think 1-2-0 just an absolute beast, dude. He's just an absolute beast at this point. Yeah, 2v2 any minute now. I'm going to wait for the players to check in, and we're going to get the map veto process started. Sock and Chaemiko 2-0 Bucky Pato earlier this morning. And I'm also going to have to update that grid there. I'll give you the challenge grid. I don't even know what bot to make, like, responses and stuff. Should I do Nightbot for that, Techo? I'm wondering. And that game is now over. So, yeah, Lawliet versus Focus Moon is going to be a good one. And, hey, we got something for Katink, too. We got a little something for him. And I can even give you a little bit of a hint, maybe, of what's to come.
And the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie. That's amore. Hey, man, double orc, double night elf, huh? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Double night elf, double orc. It's gonna be good. Hey, man, let's see what else we got going on here. All right.
Hello and welcome to the Sunshine Stream. My name is Simon Kagwanjala. I hope that you enjoy yourself. It is well known that Sunshine is a top tier caster. It is also known that we all love the stream, the jokes, and definitely the content. But the problem is, you don't follow. And that gets me to ask a question. Why are you gay? You don't support? Yes, you are gay. Well, I'll get back to the stream. And I can't believe you are gay. Strange. You are gay.
Offshore moderator. I love it. I love it. All right, let me message these players. Let me get them in here. Let's get this party started, huh? I'll be right back. Here we go, guys. It's the veto. Only a best of 3. And then next weekend, we'll have the semifinal, final, potential grand final, if there's a misnomer on who wins versus who loses. Consolation bracket, gonna need to get very, very developed very, very fast. So I might try and play some of these throughout this week. I'm trying to link all these players up from all corners of the globe. A little bit difficult to find times for some people to play, but in the consolation bracket now, the games that are going to be played, the timings aren't too bad for the matchups that we have, at least for round 1 in the consolation. And we'll see here, Lawliet and Focus ready to go. Soin logging in. And very interesting how some of these maps play out. And I think the spawn locations are going to make a big difference in these games. If you end up on maps like, for instance, I feel, especially Lost Temple, Lost Temple and King and Country.
Step into the stadium.
Definitely. Sinlos, thank you for the follow. But I would say King and Country and Lost Temple definitely lend themselves more towards that 1 versus 1 style play, right? Where the other maps can be more 2v2, 2v1, 2-on-1. But if we end up with this is just my opinion, if we end up with like a King and Country Lost Temple, I think the spawn locations are going to be very interesting. Because you could end up with Orc versus Orc on one side and Night Elf versus Night Elf on the other. And if it's not, and they swap to where it's Orc versus Night Elf on both respected sides of their map, it'll almost play out like 2 Orc versus Night Elf 1 versus 1s, which would be very cool. Also very curious to see the hero choices of the players, especially the Orc players. Whether Farseer harass into Wisps with 2 of the best Night Elves of all time on the scene, right? Or if there will be Blade play. And I think Blade Master is another hero that lends himself to the map specifically. And I wouldn't say any of these maps are particularly good for a Blade Master. I guess, you know, Twisted Meadows, sure. And possibly Shattered Exile. I've seen Blade played quite a bit on King and Country. Hillsbrad Creek, not so much. We saw a very interesting creep route out of Focus. Went Blade Master on Hillsbrad Creek. And Lost Temple going to be the first ban for Lawliet Soin. And I think that makes a lot of sense. It kind of... I think it might lend itself to the fact that they want to play more team strategy based style, and King and Country is going to be the other ban, which is really interesting because those are the 2 maps I said lend themselves to more of that 1 versus 1, splitting the map down the middle, and you see a lot more 1 versus 1 style play on those maps. So it's showing that both teams kind of want to do some sort of team approach to the 2v2. Some sort of synergized, or maybe even a plan. Maybe it's massing. Maybe it's fast T2, right? Shattered Exile, the loser map choice for Lawliet Soin, which means that this next map pick is going to decide the starting map And it's going to be between Twisted Meadows and Hillsbrad Creek. And I mean, part of you wants to pick Twisted, right? But both teams really going to respect each other when it comes to Twisted in a macro game. It's kind of cool that more than likely, you know, we're going to see a Hillsbrad Creek starter. Yeah, Moon Meadows, right? Starting map going to be Hillsbrad Creek. Amazing. I like it. You like it. We all like it. It's the latter version. No ping equalizer needed since we're going to be on Korea Central, more than likely. So everyone's going to be on like 4 to 6 ping. Poor old Sunshine as the observer. Going to be floating a nice, healthy 200. You know what I mean? But it's not about me. No possibility to change races between maps, in my opinion. I might talk about it in the grand finals with the team and see if players are open to that. But the map vetoes, you know what's funny is I don't feel like the map vetoes play a huge role in strategy, although I will say that I think Shattered Exile and Hillsbrad Creek lend themselves to massing strategies a little bit more, right? And I tried to pick maps that were decently balanced between macro, etc. Just type into the players real quick. And then we'll get started. You know what I would like to is ready check. You know a ready check inside games? Do you remember that? Like World of Warcraft, you know? World of Warcraft, before you'd pull the boss, you'd do a ready check. And each player would have to interact and click yes. It'd be nice to just have a quick ready check in-game that does like a big alert. Like when you have the game found sound, right? And then they just interact, and as soon as you see the check marks by the name, you just boom, you go. That's the action I'm talking about. Seiso's game 1v1 was crazy today. Quite entertaining, to say the least. Moon loses to Kaho 2-3 today. And I think 120... I'm gonna do the play all 5 maps versus colorful. I mean, 120 is just gonna dominate that. That's my opinion. So sue me, right? I even put the players in their respective mirrored positions, huh? Focus and Lawliet tap in the foot. They're ready to go. Soin and Moon are probably grabbing their bubble tea right now. You know, talking about life, laughing. It's like a really cute montage of the two of them walking down the street right now towards their gaming computers. And now we are just waiting on one more. We're just waiting on Moon. Still nighttime here. I'm still staring at the moon. I'm just kidding. It's 8 a.m. now. But it was a little bit of a brutal morning. I'm gonna have to admit. Uh-oh. Got a little issue there. And here we go. Gonna ready the players up here. What is going on right now? I think I lost connection there, but now we're good. And now we have to make a highlight reel. We finally have enough footage to make it happen. Hillsbrad Creek being the first map. It's going to be interesting. Due to the fact that Moon likes to greed creep, depending on spawn locations, he's even greed crept observatory towards the enemy before. And that could easily be punished, especially with the orc on the map guaranteed now. Starts any second now. We're just waiting on Moon to join the game, and then we're gonna fire it off. And then we fire it off. You can see here. Okay, that source is good. We're looking good. And Moon is in. Make sure we'll do a ready check. Uh-oh. Moon said something, but I'm sorry. My Korean is not exactly flawless. I apologize. My Korean is not top tier. Let's put it that way. Soin will need to race up. There's Orc now. Focus is ready. Moon is ready. Soin is ready. Lawliet is ready. Here we go, guys. The much awaited. Lawliet, Soin versus Focus Moon. And if you think it's confusing reading Korean chat with all Korean names, you'd be correct. And in the bottom corner, we've got Soin, an altar first, truly an innovator of the orc race with the altar first build. And of course, his ally, it's Lawliet. And in the north location, Moon gets a spawn, and look, I called it already. And I think this is a much better opener for 2 vs 2. Moon, I don't know if you guys know this. I know you guys know that Moon is a GOAT of Warcraft 3. There's no doubt one of the best players of all time. The best player of all time, in my opinion. I know everyone wants to go back and forth about happy, this, that, and the other thing. But what I'm saying is that a lot of people don't understand that Moon is an absolute GOAT of 2 vs 2. He's also an innovator, defining strategies, coming up with very cool tricks, etc. And this conservative opener out of Lawliet lends itself to a Night Elf type of massing build. There's no War Mill out of Soin, so I'm guessing not Headhunters. Blade Master here out of both sides. Only a Keeper out of Lawliet, and that's either going to hit it big or fall flat on its face. Of that, there is no doubt. And I got to reverse the colors. I'm sorry, guys. I kind of knew this would happen.
A player's forces are under attack.
There you go. That makes it easier to follow, huh? Sorry about that. Hey, at least we've got the tools. Wisp is going to see the greed attempt creeping of Moon, and the Keeper has to go straight there and respond to this. And luckily for Lawliet, Moon's Wisp misses the Keeper moving out of the map, but he confirms that AOW tells him everything he needs to know, that Huntresses are coming. And Moon is on a timer to finish out this camp. And both players coming in deep here. And it's going to be interesting to see who Soin opens up on. He blocks the demon in, and now he needs to get the last hit. And he doesn't. Moon gets the last hit and the item, Ring of Archmagi. And here comes Focus to come help. And now one more last hit. And it's actually a disaster for Lawliet Soin in the opener here. He does get 2 archer kills. That's kind of a big deal, but not big enough. They get the camp. The AOW is up. The item and the XP go to the Demon Hunter. And now Lawliet is here emptying the wells, and a quick tech by Moon as well. He knows Mass Hunts is coming. Now, it's not Mass Hunts. It's still a T2, but it's a fast hunt build. So he's going to pump out at least 3 or 4 Huntresses and then go into more standard play. But those Huntresses have some nice map presence and give them some good control along with the Keeper, but they have to use it, right? Is one of the problems here.
Player's force.
Yeah, I peeled all the lint off of the ball on my mouse this morning. Made sure to do that at 4 a.m. I made some coffee and went straight to work. Also wiped off the mouse pad. And I blew off all of my floppy disks, too. So, everything should be in working order. Nice aggro of the creep here by Focus. And no mana left for Soin. Lawliet checking the expo. They could opt to creep it. Not super advisable. Focus looking. There's no mana left. Look at these items get passed to the Blade Master. Moon, what a team player, huh? Hands off that Ring of Archmagi over to that Blade. And of course, it's going to stack way better. Nice crits. And this Huntress Hall could get canceled. And Focus has a lot of grunts here. Lawliet, 2 Huntresses, and I love the pre-dust there going in. He's going to pick up that kill, but the Keeper keeps running. He needs the next entangle badly. Needs to watch these grunts. Could pro block another Huntress, and that's a double archer kill now. A bit of momentum going to Lawliet Soin. They need to utilize it. They need more, and a tech cancel could be pretty nice. A single bestiary here, way out front. Could have been built more conservatively, actually, but that would have screwed up potentially defense fighting in that base. So I get it. And now what are they going for here? Something cheeky. More and more archer kills. And you got to remember, these archers are a really big deal to pick off. They add a ton of DPS, and there's going to be another bestiary cancel. No. He checks out of it, decides it's not worth it. And the hex timing of the Shadow Hunter is exactly what Soin was worried about. And he gets caught here. And if the blade hangs out to try and deny, he could just end up with the dead blade. So I'm glad that he backed off. And if you're ever wondering when you're an orc player what that hex timing will be, well, if you're good enough and your macro's good enough, just look at the timing of your own Shadow Hunter coming out. And you should know when you shouldn't be at your opponent's base. So it costs him a grunt there. And that's kind of a big deal. And they're instant hex out on to Soin's Shadow Hunter now. And he's 1 grunt down, and more importantly, some major items down. Look at this blade. Double circlet, dust, ring of the Archmagi.
A player's forces are under
Soin's still greed trying to get this, and I love that Focus pulls this out. Shadow creeping from behind, and it just screws up the pole. All he has to do is buy time until he can come here. And I think that Windwalk was a little early out of Focus, in my opinion. Naga second. Lawliet moving to probably hire a Naga himself. And now they're going to creep jack. And this could be perfect. Focus doesn't know what's coming here. And a Hex. And now comes in. Huge ensnares. And Focus needs to TP out, and he can't. The Shadow Hunter's gonna go down. The Blade Master's gonna go down. And this is an absolute disaster for Focus and Moon. Moon on the north side of the map is gonna work his way down, but the Kodo falls as well. Double grunt kill, and this is absolutely cleaning house. You have to know where your opponent is. That was the Jack of the Century there. Still 4 grunts and a raider, trying to build back the blade. Of course, the advantage is that he's gonna come back super fast at level 1. But look, it's all level 1 heroes on the map, and Moon is sitting on 3-2. Which is great, but the Naga gonna get targeted down. Has to use a scroll of healing prematurely. Uses some mana there. Now the Demon Hunter, a little overextended, getting hexed. There's no TP. And oh my god, this could be over earlier than expected. Soin Lawliet playing immaculately, but now it might be time to get out. The peons are called to help. Double Dryad coming in from Moon from the north location. Need to turn on that ASAP. Tons of grunts out of Focus, and Lawliet decides it's time to get out, trying to save as many Huntresses as he can. He only gets 1 killed, and they end up back. And I gotta be honest, Soin took a lot of damage there as well. And the Tauren Totem might come in handy. There's a tech advantage there for sure. And now the lures for Lawliet are also pumping, so they're going to be a nice transition. And no picking of the second ability is great, because if they end up going into more melee, for instance, raiders, grunts, and even potentially bears, which bears aren't really good with orc, with this type of army composition in my... if it was headhunters, I would say bears are great, but it's not. And so, Lawliet holding off is going to pick Thorn's Aura, so it's going to return a lot of damage, including that Demon Hunter. Map number 1 already proving to be a doozy. And there is no expo attempt out of either player. Focus comes down and is going to check. And Moon splitting his army again. Moon's a master at this stuff. Splitting his army, lending it to the Orc heroes to get leveled up. Obviously, the Shadow Hunter heals and the Blade Master carry. Very, very big deal in this mirror matchup. Whereas Lawliet soaking with the Naga. Naga great for control as well. Moon's heroes now coming down. Devotion Aura passed over to the Naga. Scroll of Healing is purchased. Both players going to get their Granite Golem. And goodness gracious. Claws plus 12. And oh my god, dude. Plus 18. He's got Aura, which he may or may not sell. We'll see. So we've got double Aura now favoring Focus and Moon. With double Circlet, Boots of Quelt the Loss, Ring of Archmagi. But Claws plus 12. And a little bit of beefy boyness there. And oh my goodness, Soin gonna be very happy with these drops. And now Lawliet and Soin are gonna have to defend because Moon and Focus on the warpath. Shop, Ancient of Wonders way out front, gonna get killed. The Mass Repair is coming in. The Pillage not paying anything as of yet. There is no Pillage, but the Bestiary goes down, which is a big problem. He needs to start building another one ASAP, trying to repair the shop. And this is a big deal for Defender's advantage because no shop is going to even the playing field a lot. Now we have the engage. And the Blade Master of Soin way too far out front. Last second heal, needs to be careful. Now he's in the back. We'll see if Thorn's Aura plays a big factor in this battle or not. There's way too much. It's 55 food and 44 of Soin Lawliet to 50-50 of Focus Moon, and the timing seems to be really crisp. 2 on the attack upgrades for Moon. And Demon getting a little bit low. Shadow Hunter for Focus has one more heal left in him. Trying to make some plays. They're kiting back, but it looks like for some reason Focus and Moon are just absolutely steamrolling over the top. And I don't think Spirit Link did what they thought it was going to do. And a heal pot ends up being used on Moon's hero, and they can now stay here forever. It's looking super nasty. And what's the answer? Just more Dryads for now. No shop. I mean, walkers aren't going to do anything at this point. They're going to be confined, and they can't even get back into their base. And they don't have TPs.
A town is under siege.
Blade Master trying to get up and drink some juice to get back into the fight. And now the main is under assault. And Pillage has come into play. And Focus's gold is out of control. Mass and Snare. They have to try and save the main, but they can't afford to fight this. And Moon is positioning himself perfectly here. And the main's gonna go down. The main is gonna go down. He's frantically repairing. And Moon TPs. And the Raider goes down. Could they hold? Oh my god, he's losing everything. Focus is losing everything. The Hex. He doesn't get it. Did they just come back? Double kill on the grunts? Did they come back? Are you kidding me? The question is, can they hold against the counter push? Blade Master going for some item right now. Wants the Invuln, gets it. Absolutely stacked out of his mind. Moon instantly creeping the expansion, and he might try to use his advantage to put it down. But Focus actually lost a lot there. He lost a lot. Now, he did gain a lot in Pillage. So there is a silver lining, and he's just going to come right back now. And there has to be a response. Luckily, Soin's Blade's still here. A TP in by Lawliet. They have to take it seriously. Need more spikes, more spikes. Double kill on the Raiders, huge! And uh-oh, all of the sudden, it looks like Focus might actually be throwing. With the last 2 engages, he's lost a ton of units and he has to keep trying. He's signaling that he wants to go back across the map again, but needs to be very careful. And now there's a scout owl out on the map. And this is another thing that Pato was saying. He was talking about Priestess third. You get Aura. Aura starts scaling, but going owl first. Not only does it prevent the opponent Night Elf from hiding, not only does it give you Aura, but then you also have great map presence, great control. You know what's going on. You know what's happening, which is half the battle in a 2 vs 2. Why, Uncle Focus? Why? What? Why are you taking our Christmas tree? And now Moon, he has a TP. He's waiting patiently here. Lawliet wondering if it's the option to go in versus a level 5 Demon Hunter with Unholy Aura, Devotion Aura. This Naga, dude. Look at this. Aura Master. Aura Mastery. And there's no melee here, so the Keeper Thorn's not doing anything. Always have to be respectful about that. And I don't like this out of Soin here. Opting to creep a green while Focus is taking a red and another Unholy Aura here. Not ideal, but now both players individually are going to have Unholy Aura, which is kind of a big deal. Did he sell? No. Did he sell? Or am I bugged? Yeah, I'm bugged. Okay. And I mean, the green camp's going to Soin, but that's really all he could do. I mean, are you going to go into an orc main and try and get something done? I guess he could have forced him back, but I guess creeping probably the better option, but there's just not a lot of value. Camps, and he sees him. He has to respond to this immediately. He's going to come back in again. The shop goes down again. Bestiary getting canceled is a big deal. We need a Kodo and we need Raiders. I don't think you're going to win without it, and he can't take this fight without Lawliet. And look at Moon moving across the map. Reverse flanks. Lawliet finds the Expo of Moon, but this is a terrible fight for Soin. Soin needs to get out of here immediately. He's going to lose far too much. And he has no shop, and Lawliet responds, and that's the right play. But now the Expo gonna get canceled from Moon. Oh no! Shadow with the last second TP. It's a TP for a TP, and now Lawliet has to respond to Moon, or at least get in position to contend if Moon tries to move towards his main. The only good news is that Dryads suck at killing buildings. They do almost no damage. So, you know, it's not a red-hot emergency to respond to this, honestly. Lawliet now 2-1. Moon 2-1. And the Expo for Moon is up and running. And now, this is a big threat. This is a big problem. Focus even trying a cheeky Expo down here. And he can lose this blade if he's not careful. And there's an invuln. There's not dust. And he wants to catch him before Windwalk runs out. That's his plan. And the shop. Uh-oh. Where are you? Soin is getting beat up by Focus here. This is not good. Ever since those first couple shop kills and that bestiary kill, he's having a hard time getting back on his feet. And a Priestess of the Moon falls for Lawliet. Oh no, Moon is taking a crazy fight here. And it's trapped Lawliet into the base, and I think that's the beginning of the end. The wells are dried. Nighttime is gonna hit, and he can't really afford to come back out here. The demon is back, level 5 point, maybe 3. Soin taking this fight, trying to force out Focus, but it's so hard to do with no raiders and no utility. And only a grunt or two. Now the Shadow Hunter gonna fall. And that spells trouble. And now the blade as well. And I think that's gonna be it. 5-5 on Focus's heroes now. That's disgusting. GG is called.
Forces are under attack.
And Focus Moon take game number 1. And for a while there, it looked pretty good. It truly did. It truly did look good. But sadly, it just wasn't enough. And now the loser's map choice for Lawliet Soin is Shattered Exile. And same game name. Game name Techo. Game name Techo. And I really did think there was an opportunity there, but the Raider player was great. And I thought maybe Focus threw a little too hard both those times diving the main. But he did get a lot of resources from Pillage as well. And there was no tech from Soin. So the Bestiary getting killed over and over, the shop getting killed over and over. He never really got to get back on his feet. So I think that Focus just did an outstanding job there of really staying on top of Soin and not letting him get back into the game. Also, remember when they pushed onto Focus's base, all the heroes on the map were level 1 except Moon. Moon was level 3 and level 2. And, I mean, that can't be underestimated. His tech was a little sharper because he didn't opt for the Huntress opener, which is also something to consider. Now, of course, Focus Moon switching colors on me. It happens. There we are. And in the top left corner, it's Focus. And in the bottom left, the Blue Night Elf again, it is Moon. And he's taking a standard camp, and I think that's to be expected. There's not really a whole lot you can do here that isn't too risky. This is the standard opener for Night Elf, so it'll be interesting to see. Without as good of an opener, keep in mind, Moon with the instant level 2 and gets the Ring of the Archmagi in the opener. Costs Lawliet and Soin a lot of time last game. And now, of course, on the right-hand side of the map, we have Lawliet Soin. And not a lot of change up here. Only Lawliet now going Demon Hunter. And I do think that that's the play. Keeper never really came into play as far as Aura went. And the hero just doesn't scale very well in 2s, in my opinion. You have to really abuse the early entangles and the early pickoff to get momentum and start dictating the pace of the game. Thank you for that, Techo. Taquito about to get modded here, helping out the players, helping out the caster, helping out the community. I even casted a Techo game the other day. Pretty good. And I'm gonna start a chat this week. But I'm wondering if I need to do it back when I get from vacation. Guys, don't freak out. On the 5th, I'm taking off for a little while. I'm gonna be gone for a little over a week, and then I'll be back. But I plan to do some top-notch casting then. And everyone taking a little bit of a passive creeping approach to this map. Focus the first one to the middle. This camp is actually more important than you might think. You know, on 2 vs 2, you know what I equate this camp to? Is like the equivalent to springtime, that green camp in the middle. Both the item and the experience are a little more important than you might think on your path to level 3. So I like that Focus knows this, and I really do wonder. I'm not trying to take anything from Focus. He's an amazing player. Some of his B Cup and Super League performances, absolutely astounding, proving to be one of the best players in the world. He really cranked it up. But I wonder how much of this type play is Focus, or how much of this is Moon telling Focus, hey, this is the play, this is what you need to do, and here's why. I really wonder that stuff. And I wish I could have player mics on right now to hear what they're saying. Although they'd be speaking in Korean, so it would be totally Greek to me. And nice shop cancel here, but at what cost is the question. Look at the stutter stepping by Lawliet to make sure the mass repair can't come in. And he's going to get another burrow cancel off, so both of our orc players going to be struggling here. But they are getting in deep. That burrow needs to be on these archers, actually. And even gets a peon for the trouble and a burrow. So pretty even play here now. Double burrow being constructed, and look, the blade doesn't have a lot left. Uh-oh, he can't afford that shop to go down. It's built in a greedy location. Dust goes off. Lawliet gonna lose a couple of archers for this. So they need to get it. And they do. And now they're hiding. And another reveal. So now 100 gold, but for 2 archers. Definitely worth it. Needs to watch. Moon gonna lose the assassin and an archer. Huge play upon counterplay. Blade running across map, but he doesn't have any salves. And he didn't use the moonwells. I have to say, this is really good play out of Lawliet Soin here. And now Focus comes up, but to do what? And Focus and Moon running for their lives now. Gonna block with the grunt. No luck. Oh my god! No way. Uses the rejuvenation potion. In the clutch. Shop in the back. Double burrow now. But I will say, dude, Soin, what's up with these bestiaries way out front, man? I don't like this, dude. Can anyone riddle me why he does this in 2 vs 2? In 1 vs 1, it's one thing, man. But even in an orc mirror, would you do this? I just refuse to believe it, and I'm rooting for my boy Soin right now. I really am. And now the reveal's coming off with impeccable timing. Soin has to be careful. Keep in mind, he's not dusted. That was a reveal, but he has no mana and no health. The unload. Now Soin loses his blade. Focus could return the favor here, but Moon with the Naga gonna pick up another grunt. And now, oh, how the turntables. I really thought, like, dude, just with a little bit cleaner play there, I feel like, man, the game was almost already over. I think a little bit greedy, a little overzealous with the pursuit there. They could have gone back to some sort of contained style creeping. Honestly, I thought that Lawliet and Soin were going to take this camp and then go back. But not the case. And now they're running to areas of the map opposite each other. And there's just not as good synergy because now all the good items are going to go here. And he's going to come in with the image and find this. And they know it's an image too. No one moves like this, right? And a forced TP out of Moon was great with the Hex play. 1 auto attack off from Moon losing his hero, but in complete Moon fashion, gets out with almost 0 life. Focus trying best to lick his wounds now, and the remainder of the straggling creeps here is going to go to Lawliet. Soin going to go down to the south side, and I think this is a great play by Soin to creep. This would be great. Especially not knowing that Moon is coming up here to clear the expo. Going to buy him a little bit of space, and he's going to opt for the better item camp, and I think that's good too. Only with 4 units. Boy, I hope these are pumping. And he's not going to give up. He's going to go into Grunt Raider Walker again. And I got to be honest with you. I know that the bestiary was killed and he didn't have it for a long time last game, if not the entire game. But I didn't feel like the Walker was the right strategy. And with the single bestiary Grunt production, I'm guessing that he's feeding Moon. Oh my god, we have Talons. We've got Talons out of Moon. Could you imagine if it was like a TC second play? And I love little cheeky play by Lawliet there, picking up both creeps from the background. He now has the experience lead, but needs to be careful. Quick involt on the Demon Hunter. Now shoes on the other foot. Moon needs to be careful. It's a huge hex, and the Demon Hunter goes down. And Lawliet Soin are in a beautiful position now. Speed scroll used. Tons of Talons and Archers. They need to get in deep. These eat grunts and raiders for breakfast. And Focus is trying to hold on. What is happening here? Are the mass Archer Talon is so much damage. Now it's Lawliet who needs to TP. Don't be greedy, Lawliet. Soin, get out of there, buddy. And it's not the end of the world. One more Hex gonna come off, but now double Raider Ensnare. And hey, I would gladly sacrifice a grunt for what just happened there. I still think that Lawliet Soin got the better end of that engage.
To the stadium.
Grim, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Welcome to the fold. And both players gonna go right back into creeping. And they can creep very conservatively while they lick their wounds. And what is going to be the answer here? I'm very plexed because look at Lawliet. He's on Tree of Eternity. But did something get sappered? Am I high on Potnoose? What happened here? Lawliet has no tech buildings. He's 1-0 on the Archer upgrade, and he's on Tree of Eternity. What's the answer to the Talons? Now, I know what you're thinking, Sunshine. We have walkers. He can just disenchant, but it's not near effective enough or efficient enough. Plus, I still think Moon was getting fed a little bit. I really do. No upgrades on Focus. And Moon has a massive 50 food army. Because of just, you know, the population. Just has so many units, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Adept training on the way. Ancient of Wonders going down. Ancient of Wind can't even look at another Talon. Another Moonwell in production. I'm not understanding what this up and down is about. With Lawliet Soin right now. It seems like a lot of wasted movement. They clearly are talking about a plan, and maybe they don't want to hit Moon's base. Maybe their intent is to burrow hit... potentially. But it looks like they're kind of trying to decide what to do, but I don't see a lot of wisp movement on the map, helping them make an educated decision about where Focus and Moon are. The intent is no hurry. If the plan is MG Archer, we need some MGs ASAP. And now the Kodo's here. That's what you like to see. I'm not biased. I don't play favorites, but I'm definitely rooting for Lawliet Soin. And it's a big army. It's a lot of units, and they're going to window shop here, and I don't like that a lot of these shop items are going to Focus and Moon. Now, Lawliet with the Wisp Scout, and they're going to move down towards Soin's base, it looks like. They're going to check the Expo first. 4 Wisp. Nice quick reaction out of Lawliet. You're going to lose those units. It is what it is. Triple Wisp down. Only 1 for the XP, I think. And now we have the engage, and boy, is it a big one. Scroll of Protection used. And Disenchant not being ran yet. We don't have Mastery. But uh-oh. Man, it really looks like their armies are cutting through. We're gonna have to see. Not saving the Kodo Beast, a bit of a mistake there as well. And Lawliet and Soin are on the ropes. Turning to fight now. They decide to opt to go for the Blade Master of Focus. 1 heal down. There's another heal left. Priestess of the Moon gonna fall. Not the end of the world. But the problem is the amount of supply is telling the tale. Focus and Moon still on 50 supply, while Lawliet and Soin plummet down to 28 and 38, respectively. And good God, the strategy just seems like a macro counter here. Yeah, Focus needs to be careful with his hero. Soin's blade's gonna fall. And no expo behind this, but more than enough units to do what they want. The Moonwells are empty, even at midnight. I mean, yeah, like back when Moon was on 50, I was gonna say it looked like 70 supply. And I had to double check the food count because it's just so many units because of the food cost. It's so low. I mean, thank God Fortified is up, but both these shops go down. And how do you engage with this? Soin has nothing. Soin has a shadow. He's got to buy a whole nother minute. And now the shop's going down. He needs to build a shop in the back. And he needs to just put a couple in here. And they need to play a bit of tug-of-war, but that's impossible to do with the Naga, Hex, all of the tools at the disposal. There's no invuln on the Demon Hunter. And there's just so much army here. And I really do think it was a feed, for sure. A Hex comes out. The Naga next on the menu. Lawliet struggling to get back. Can't do it. The pro blocks are there on Focus. And now it's every single hero for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And Focus Moon are going to clean this up in game number 2. GG is called. Well played by both teams. And it's a quick 2-0-2-0 here, bringing us into the semifinals. And I got to do this real quick just for the crowd here. We got to get this on. I'm going to go to the resource score. And I think that tells the tale, right? I mean, that is quite a bit of resources traded there. I wouldn't call that an all-out feed, but it definitely pushed Moon to a very early supply of Talons. And that magic damage fairy fire did work in that middle fight, even with Focus losing his hero. And I think Moon even lost his Demon Hunter at one point. And I really thought that that meant that Lawliet and Soin were going to clean this thing up. But alas, the universe had other plans. MGs definitely would have helped a lot.
Step
I just
into
think
the
it was some
stadium.
really strong. Yangfeng, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. And so Focus Moon gonna go up 2-0. We're gonna submit that. We have a new bracket now. And this week, what we're looking to do is we're gonna schedule Yo and John to play Dark and Reaver. And we need Sheik Bazaar to play Seiso Yens. I've already been on these guys. We're going to get these things worked out prior to next weekend. What I would love to do is do semifinals and finals and then grand finals next weekend. Hopefully Saturday, Sunday. It's going to depend. I know there's some Gladiator Cup and some other crazy stuff going on. But hey, guys, thank you for being here with me. I appreciate it. It's been a good day. We're going to go ahead and do a little bit of a sign-off for you guys, and then we're going to do a raid, but, hey, man, let's do it to it.
Mysterio, thank you for the compliment. Hey, I appreciate you guys, all of you, for being here. We're gonna fly on into this week. We're gonna get back to work. Tomorrow's Monday, but hey, we still got a lot of Sunday left if you're in the right place in the globe. We're gonna have a lot of Warcraft 3 coming up. And tune in, because the Double Crown ain't over. It ain't over till it's over. But we got a trophy that's gonna go home with somebody, okay? Along with some huge cash prizes. Thanks for being here, guys. Much love and respect.